Treatment of interested promoter. Just let me open the PowerPoint for that. Okay, we were doing the fundamental of the partnership. Yes. I gave one homework based on the average method, average period method. I hope you must have completed that question.
Yes, sir.
So we need to start a new method in today's class, that is product method.
Yes,
Just
sir.
wait for others to join and then. All right, let's start it. So in the last class, we talked about the calculation of interest on drawing. And I've told you that there are two methods by which interest on drawing can be calculated. One is the average period method, and then we have the product method. Average period and the product method. And we understood the formula to calculate the interest on drawing by the average period method, and we did few questions based on the average period method. One question I gave you for homework. Question number 16, that I think is the question that I gave you for homework, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the product method. And see, under product method, to calculate the interest on drawing, we have to prepare a format. And this is the format for calculating the interest on drawing under this method. See, first of all, this format contains 4 columns. One is for the date, then drawing, then month, and the product. Product means the basically we need to multiply the drawing and the number of months. So, and the amount that we get in the final column is the product of the drawing and the month. I'll explain you that. And the formula that we apply here is total amount into rate of interest into 1 by 12 of 1 by 12. Sorry. So we'll discuss this question based on this method. I just want you to quickly note this down. Put the heading on your notebook. Product method of calculation of interest on drawing, and prepare this format, and then we'll start with the question. Is it clear? Then, oh,
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Done. Okay. All right. So let's just quickly solve a question based on this method. And for that, we will start with question number 70. All right. Let's just quickly read this entire question. Question is telling us that there are two partners, Kanika and Gautam, who are doing dry cleaning business in Lucknow, sharing the profit in the ratio 2:1. With a capital of rupees 5 lakh and 4 lakh respectively, Kanika withdrew the following amount during the year to pay the hostel expenses of the son. All these information given from this point till this point is not at all relevant. These are completely irrelevant information given to us. For the purpose of calculating interest on drawing, we just need information relating to drawings, right? Now, question is telling us about the Kanika's drawing made during the year. It says that on 1st of April, Kanika withdrew 10,000. On 1st of June, Kanika withdrew 9,000, then 14,000, then 5,000. Now you can see the amount withdrawn over the period of time, over the period of the 1 year period is not same. Amount withdrawn is unequal. And the interval is also not same. At different intervals, Kanika withdrew different amount. On firstly, she withdrew on 1st of April, then June, then November, then December. Only the dates are same, but there are unusual gaps. April, May, June. So there is a 1 month gap in it in this drawing, and then June, October, and then November. Then after November, the next drawing was made in the December. So there is no gap. We have 2 month gap here. I'm sorry. There is a 2 month gap here, 2 month gap here, and 1 month gap here. So that means the interval is not equal, unequal interval, unequal amount. So since the amount is unequal and the interval is also not equal, then that simply means that we need to apply product method to calculate interest on drawing. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question is also telling us about the Gautam. Gautam also withdrew 15,000 on the first day of April, of July, October, January. If you will pay attention, try to understand, then you will notice that all these Gautam is withdrawing same amount in every month. On the first day of April, then on July, or first day of October, first day of January. That means at the beginning of every quarter, Gautam is withdrawing 15,000. That simply means he is withdrawing equal amount at equal interval. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We need to find out the interest on drawing for Kanika as well as Gautam, and assuming the rate of interest is 6%. Now see, in order to calculate the Kanika's, in order to calculate interest on drawing for Kanika, we will apply the product method, and in case of Gautam, we need to apply the average period method. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So let's just solve this question quickly. Starting, first of all, we will prepare format for calculating interest by average product method. Sorry, the product method. We will first of all calculate interest for the Kanika. Just a minute. Calculation of interest. Calculation of interest by product method. To determine the interest by product method, we need to prepare a format, right? So first of all, in that format, we need to write down the date of drawing, then the amount of drawing, and period left, number of months left after the drawing, months left after the drawing, and then we will multiply both these value and find out the product. Okay, so let's come back to the question. Look at the values. The first withdrawal was made on 1st of April, right? So 1st of April, 1st of April, amount of drawing was 10,000. Tell me how many months are left after the first, after 1st of April? How many months are still left in the year? 12 months, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that? Yes. Now we will multiply both these values. So multiplying 10 into 12, it will be 1,20,000. Then the next withdrawal was made on 1st June for rupees 9,000. 1st June, 9,000. Tell me how many months are still left in the year after the withdrawal made on 1st June? 10 months, is that right?
Yes.
Multiplying 10 into 9,000, we will get 19,000. Then the next withdrawal was made on 1st of November. And the amount of drawing was 14,000. So after the 1st November, how many months are still left? November, December, January, 6 months. Multiplying 14 into 6. Tell me. And then finally, 1st December, 5,000. 5,000. After 1st December, we have 4 more months. So this will be 5 into 4, 24. Right now we will total these values. Let's total it. Total will be 1,20,000 plus 90,000 plus 84,000 plus 20,000. This will be 3,14,000. Right, everyone? This will be 3,14,000. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You are writing this. I mean, please note
Yes, sir.
note it down quickly. And then we will apply a formula to calculate the interest rate right now.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay, now we will apply a formula to calculate interest on Kanika's drawing. Interest on Kanika's drawing. Interest will be total amount that we got in the product column, total amount into rate of interest into 1 by 2, 1 by 12. Sorry. So the total amount is 3,14,000. Multiplying it with the rate of interest, that is 6% per annum, into 1 by 12. So we will get into 6%. This will be 18,840. 18,840 divided by 12. We will get 1,570. So 1,570 will be the rate of interest. 1,570 will be the rate of interest on charge from Kanika. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Let me check if we are making any mistakes somewhere. Just a moment. 1st of November, December. Okay. I think we made a mistake here. Instead of 6 months, we after the 1st November, we only have 5 months now. So instead of 84,000, it will be 70,000. And since it is 70,000, so that means our total is incorrect. Total should be 120, 190, 70, and 20. So 1,20,000 plus 90,000 plus 70,000 plus 20,000. So total should be 3 lakh only. I'm sorry. Need to correct it. 3 lakh. And then 3 lakh into 6%. So 3 lakh into 6% will be 18,000, right? And
Yes,
18,000
sir.
divided by 12, 18,000 divided by 12 will be 1,500. Sorry, 1,500. This is the correct answer. Now we will calculate the Gautam interest on Gautam's drawing. And for him as well, we will apply this formula: total drawings made during the year into rate of interest into average period and divided by 12. Now look at the question. Gautam will do 15,000 on 1st of April, October, January. That means he will do 4 times in the year. So 15,000 into 4 to find out the total drawing made by him, into rate of interest. Rate of interest applicable is 6%. And the average period. To determine the average period, what do we do? We tend to calculate the number of months left after the first drawing. The first drawing was made on 1st of April. So after 1st of April, 12 months are left in the year. And last drawing was made on January. So after January, 1st of January, we have, including January, we have 3 months. 3 months. Then we will divide this by 2. This way we will be able to get the average period, right? And then finally we will divide
Sir,
this by
it's 12 months plus 3 months, right?
sorry, 12 months.
Isn't it months left after first drawing plus months left after the last drawing?
Yes, that is what am I doing? Huh? Month left after the first drawing is 12 months, and months left after the last drawing is 3 months. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means this will be 15 into 4. This will be 60,000 into 6%. 12. Okay, we were talking about this. I've subtracted them. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That is what you're talking about. No?
Yes.
Yes. 12 plus 3 divided by 2. So 15 divided by 2 will be 7.5. Right? And then we will divide it by 2. Let's just calculate it. 6,000 into 6% will be 360. Sorry, 3,600 into 7.5. And then we will divide this by 12. So we will be getting 2250. Right, everyone? Oh, sorry. Aman, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? You're still
No, sir.
writing it?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Just a minute. All right. So this is all about the calculation of interest on drawing. We have two methods. We already covered both the methods. Now we can move to the next topic, which is P&L appropriation account. Right. We will talk about the P&L appropriation account. Do you have any idea what is P&L appropriation account? Any idea what is P&L appropriation account? No problem. P&L appropriation account, let me define it. So P&L appropriation account is a nominal account. Now, so what is nominal account? Nominal account is an account that record the transaction which are related to expense, which are related to incomes, which are related to gains, which are related to loss. So all those transactions relating to expense, income, gains, and losses in respect of the firm that need to be recorded in the P&L appropriation. Right? P&L appropriation is an account that records the that is a nominal account, and it is used to it record the expenses relating to the firm and income relating to firm. So profit and loss appropriation account is a nominal account prepared for the purpose of distributing P&L. Yeah, the core purpose of the formation of P&L appropriation is to distribute the profit and loss among the partners. This is the main purpose. After making all the adjustment relating to interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary, commission to partner, and transfer to reserve. So after adjusting all the income and expenses, after adjusting all the income such as interest on drawing, income such as reserve, and after adjusting all the expenses, the remaining amount which is left will be distributed among the partners, considering it as a profit or loss for the partners. So P&L appropriation is a nominal account that record the transaction relating to interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary, commission. All these items are recorded under the P&L appropriation. And the core purpose of preparing the P&L appropriation is to show the distribution of P&L profit and loss among the partners. Right?
Yes.
It is an extension of the profit and loss account that you must have studied this in class 11. You must have, while covering the final account, I'm sure that you must have gone through the formation of the P&L account, profit and loss account, the trading account, the balance sheet, right? So how P&L account, how profit and loss appropriation account is different from the profit and loss account, how P&L appropriation account is different from profit and loss account. It is different as it only records the transaction relating to partners. It contains the item relating to partners only. And if we talk about the P&L account, profit and loss account deals with all kind of income and expenses of the business. So that is a different thing. P&L appropriation is different, which is prepared in context of the partnership, and P&L account is prepared when we talk about other kind of businesses. I hope this point is clear, everyone.
Yes.
All right. So just note down the definition of the P&L appropriation and then also prepare the format of the P&L appropriation. Okay. And before that, let me also explain this. How P&L appropriation account is different from trading and P&L. See, in case of trading account, you used to record the all kind of direct expenses. Like we record the wages and power, fuel purchases. All these are direct expenses of the firm. We record all these expenses in the trading account. But when we talk about the profit and loss account, in profit and loss account, we used to record all indirect expenses of the business, right? But when it comes to P&L appropriation, it record expenses relating to partners only, right? It record the profit and it record the income and expenses relating to partners only. So P&L account record all kind of indirect expenses of the business. Trading account record all kind of expenses and income of the business, direct income and expenses of the business. But P&L appropriation deals with only partners' income and expenses. Okay. Now, when it comes to the partner's expenses, what are the different type of expenses, sir? In respect of the partner, what are the different type of expenses? So see, these are the different types of expenses in respect of the partners. We may be required to pay interest on capital to the partners. We may be required to pay salary to the partner, commission to the partner, rent to the partners, and interest on loan may be required to be paid to the partner. So these are all the expenses that firm will have to incur. Firm will have to incur these expenses in respect of the partner. Firm may be required to pay interest on capital to the partner, right? And firm will have to pay salary to the partner. Firm will be required to pay commission. Firm may be required to pay the rent to the partners and interest on loan as well. Got it? All these expenses are the partner related expenses. Got it, Aman?
Yes.
Okay. Now see, out of these 5 expenses, these are specifically recorded under the P&L appropriation account: interest on capital, salary, and commission. But rent and interest on loan is not recorded in the P&L appropriation. Why not? Because see, interest on capital, salary, and commission, all these expenses are considered as the appropriation of the profit. These are considered as the appropriation of profit. Repeat after me. What do we call it? Appropriation. Correct. Appropriation of profit. But when it comes to rent and interest on loan, this is not appropriation of profit. These are considered as the charge against profit. This is considered as the charge against profit. Since it is charge against profit, therefore, these are not recorded under the profit and loss appropriation account. However, these are related to partners. These expenses are incurred by a firm in respect of the partners, but still these items are not recorded under the P&L appropriation. These are specifically recorded under the P&L account of the firm. P&L account, profit and loss account of the firm. But when it comes to the interest on capital, salary, and commission, since these are treated as the appropriation of profit, therefore these will be recorded under the P&L appropriation. Now, sir, how does it matter whether how does it matter whether we treat these items as the appropriation of profit or charge against profit? What difference does it make? See, appropriation of profit, when an expense is treated as an appropriation of profit, when any expense is treated as the appropriation of profit, this means that payment for these are subject to profit of the firm. Payment of these are subject to profit. That means if firm have sufficient amount of profit available, then firm is obliged to pay firm is required to make the payment of interest on capital, salary, and commission only in a situation of profit. If firm do not have sufficient amount of profit available, then firm is not going to pay interest on capital, salary, and commission. On the other hand, rent and interest, since these are treated as the charge against profit, therefore, irrespective of whether the firm has sufficient amount of profit available or not, firm will have to make the payment for these expenses. Got it? If firm have sufficient amount of profit available, then firm will make the payment out of profit. And if firm do not have sufficient amount of profit available, then partners will have to contribute from their personal account. They will have to bring in necessary cash to pay off the rent and interest on loan to the partner. So this is because it is a charge against profit. This need to be paid at all the time, irrespective of the profitability. Whether firm have the sufficient amount of profit available or not, charges against profit, expenses which are treated as charges against profit need to be paid, irrespective of whether firm have sufficient profit or not. But when it comes to the appropriation of profit, all expenses which are treated as appropriation of profit, the payment for these expenses required when there is sufficient amount of profit available. And therefore, these are treated as the appropriation of profit. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just quickly note this down. First of all,
Sir, I think that we already took this topic. Like for me, you took it. I don't know about Sanya, but then I have did this topic.
You have completed P&L preparation already.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you should have tell me. All right, no issues. So just tell me what other topic is left in this. Let me show you some slides. We did the. We have covered interest on capital, calculation of interest on capital. We did a calculation of interest on capital. Am I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then just tell me whether we did this topic, formation of capital account of the partners.
No, sir.
No. All right then. So put this heading in on your notebook, formation of capital account. Formation of capital. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, capital account can be prepared by two methods. We have two methods to prepare capital account. One is the fixed capital method, and then we have the fluctuating capital method. Fixed and fluctuating capital. So what is fluctuating capital method and what is fixed capital method? Yeah. So first of all, we'll talk about the fluctuating capital method, and later we will cover the fixed capital method. Let me check my phone. Yeah. So we will cover the fixed capital method later. We'll start first of all with the fluctuating capital method. You need to understand what is fluctuating capital method. See, fluctuating capital method is obviously, it is a method of preparing a capital account. It is a method of preparing a capital account wherein only one account is prepared and it record all the transactions. It record all the transactions that affect the partner's capital. Only one account is prepared that contains all the items that affect the capital balance of the partner. So it is a method of preparing the capital account wherein only one account, that is the name of the account is partner's capital account, is prepared to record all the transaction. It is a type of capital account which fluctuates every time there is addition in the capital or when capital is withdrawn. Interest on capital, profit, salary, commission all appears on the credit side, and interest on drawings appear on the debit side. Interest on drawing and interest on capital, or everything appears on the credit side. So on the debit side. See, what I'm trying to say is that when we prepare the partner's capital account, we have two methods, right? Right now we are talking about the fluctuating capital method. Fluctuating capital. What is special about fluctuating capital method is that under this method, we just need to open one account by the name of partner's capital account. Partners capital account, right? And when you will prepare this account, as usual, just like every other account, this also have two sides, the credit side and the debit side, right? And let's suppose we have two partners, X and Y. So we will make a column for the X and for Y to record the respective values, X and Y. This account is prepared, and in this account, we record all the transactions that affect the capital balance of the partner. First of all, we'll start with the opening capital balance of both the partners. So let's suppose opening balance of the partner should be given in the balance sheet most of the time. So let's suppose opening balance of the partner is 50,000 and 30,000. 50,000 and 30,000. So we will write this first on the credit side and write it as by balance BD. This indicates the opening balance of the partner by balance BD. Then if any transaction is taking place that may lead to increase in overall capital of the partner. Any transaction that may lead to increase in capital balance of the partner will be recorded on the debit side. And all such transactions that may reduce the capital balance of the partner will be recorded on the debit side. Like for example, if partner is receiving salary, so salary is going to increase the overall capital balance, so salary will be recorded on the credit side, right? If partner is given commission, then commission will also increase the overall capital balance of the partner on the credit side as well. Let's suppose if partner is receiving interest on capital, right? So interest on capital will also increase the overall capital balance of the partner. And if let's suppose partner have withdrawn some amount from the firm and on that amount firm is charging some interest, so that need to be recorded on the debit side. We will write it as to interest on drawing. So interest on drawing will be recorded on the debit side because interest on drawing will be charged from the partner and this is going to reduce the capital of the partner. So therefore on the debit side. But this is how partner's capital account is prepared. Got it, Aman? Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So when we say fluctuating capital method, what is fluctuating capital method? This is one of the method of the formation of the partner's capital account, wherein all the transactions are recorded at one single place. Every transaction that may affect the partner's capital account are recorded at one single place. Depending upon the transaction, it may be recorded on the credit side or debit side. If it is increasing the capital balance of the partner, it will be recorded on the credit side. Otherwise, we will record that on the debit side. Okay. So generally, these items are recorded in the partner's capital account, starting with the opening capital. If partner have introduced further capital, then the additional capital will also be recorded on the credit side. Then partner salary, commission, interest on capital, all these items are generally recorded on the credit side. Drawings of partner, drawings made by partner is recorded on the debit side. This is on the debit side. Interest on drawing on the debit side. Closing capital of the partner is also recorded on the debit side. All these items are recorded on the credit side. I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
And this is how we prepare the partner's capital account. This is the format of the partner's capital account. See, this is the opening balance of the partner. The first item on the credit side, you can see by balance BD. Then if partner is receiving salary, commission, interest on capital, and if firm is if partner is receiving profit from the P&L appropriation, such profit need to be distributed among the partners, right? The P&L appropriation profit will also be credited to the capital account. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I think there's some problem with my headphones. Aman, is it clear? Could you please speak louder? There seems to have some problem with my headphone. Could you please confirm if I'm audible to you or not?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Just give me a moment. Yes, please confirm now if I'm audible or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, thank you. All right, so I hope this is clear. On the credit side, we tend to record the salary, commission, interest, and profit that we have received from the P&L appropriation account will also be credited to the partner's capital account on the credit side. If drawings are made on the debit side, interest on drawing on the debit side. Now, after recording all these items, we will first of all total the credit side value. Like, let's suppose we have total the credit side value for X and we got 5 lakh as the total of the credit side. Then we will subtract the credit side value, drawing and interest on drawing. Let's suppose the credit side, the sum total of the debit side value is 3 lakh, for example. So that means 5 lakh, we will out of 5 lakh, we will subtract 3 lakh. The remaining amount will be our closing balance. That will be 2 lakh. And same will be done for Y. We will total the credit side value for Y. Let's suppose we got 8 lakh as the total of the credit side. We will subtract the debit side items of the Y. Let's suppose we got 4 lakh as the total of the debit side. Subtracting 4 lakh out of 8 lakh, remaining amount will be considered as the closing balance and written as to balance ED 4 lakhs. Is it clear, Aman?
Yes, sir.
All right then. So, okay, just do one thing. Just first of all, note everything down. Then we will start with the question. Let me formation of capital account. Okay. Write this down. Partner. There are two methods. Partners to prepare the partners capital account, fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method. And we will write down the definition of the fluctuating capital.
So you can show the next slide.
It would be better if you just take the screenshot for now and later complete these in your notebook.
Okay, sir.
If you just take the screenshot. Let me know when you are done so that I can move to the next slide.
Done, sir.
Done. Also take this screenshot.
Done, sir.
No. Okay, now I think we can start with the question. Also take the screenshot quickly. This is the
Done,
format
sir.
of the partners capital account. Okay, now let's start with question number one. Question number 25. It says A, B are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:1. Their capital opening capital balances are for A it is 50,000, then for B it is 30,000. Then net profit for the year is 50,000. And the term of partnership are interest on capital to be allowed at 6%. A will get a commission of 2% on turnover. Turnover means total sales. B will get a salary of 500 per month. And B will also get a commission of 5% after deduction of all expenses, including such commission. All right. After then partners drawing for the year were 8,000 for B, it is 6,000. Turnover is also given 3,000. Sorry, 3 lakh. After considering the above fact, you are required to prepare the P&L appropriation account and the partners capital account. We need to prepare the partners capital account as well as the P&L appropriation account. All right, question is clear to you? Anything that you find difficult in this question?
No, sir. It's okay.
It's clear. Okay, so let's start with the P&L appropriation quickly. I want you to prepare the P&L appropriation for this question. All right, the profit that is given to us in the question is you are able to find the profit
50,000.
50,000, right? So 50,000. We'll write this first of all on the credit side of the P&L appropriation account by profit and loss account. 50,000. Okay. Then question also gives few other information. Question talks about the interest on capital allowed at 6% per annum. So by to interest on capital. How many partners are there? Two partners are there, A and B. A and B. So we will calculate interest on capital. The capital balance is 50,000, 30,000, 60,000, 30,000, 6%, 6%. So that will be
3,000.
3,000 and
1,800.
1,800. Right. Then we will calculate the next thing. The question was A will get a commission on 2% on turnover. So commission on to commission. %2 of turnover. Turnover is, I think, it was given as 3 lakh.
Yes, sir.
3 lakh, right? So we will find out. We will calculate the commission on 3 lakh. That will be
6,000.
6,000. Also, question is telling us about the calculation of B will get a salary of 5,000 per month, and B will also get a commission of 5% on profit. So let's just first of all calculate the commission. 5% on profit after deduction of all expenses, including such commission. So that we won't be able to calculate the commission for B as of now. We'll wait for it. We will calculate it at the very end. So I'm leaving some space to calculate the commission for B. Then to salary. We will also get a salary. We will get a salary of 5,000 per month. That means 5,000 into 12. That will be 60,000 for the year. Okay. And is there any other thing? Commission, all expenses, partners drawing
Yes.
for the year. We need to calculate interest on drawing as well. Now, partners drawing for the year is 8,000 and B is 6,000. We need to calculate interest on drawing as well. So we'll do that by interest on drawing. Could you please tell me the interest on drawing? How do we calculate it? Is there interest rate given in the question on interest on drawing? No, I think no interest is given. Interest rate is not there in the question, right? There is no interest rate for the drawing. So if there is no interest rate for drawing, we won't be charging any interest for drawing. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, we won't calculate any interest on drawing. All right. So I think this is it. Now we can just total the credit side and debit side. So totaling the credit side, we will get 50,000, and then we will subtract all these values. The credit side value, 5,000, 6,000, 6,000, right? And we need to calculate the commission. Total of the credit side is 50,000. and subtracting all these values, 3000 out of 50,000, we'll subtract 3000, then subtract 1800, then subtract 6000, and then 60,000. So the 6 salary was not 5,000, it was only 500. 500. So that will be 6,000 only. So the divisible profit that we have is 33,200. Now see, question requires us to find out the commission as well. For commission, the information given in the question was, see, how do we calculate B's commission? Evan, it says that B will get a commission of 5% on profit after deduction of all expenses, including such commission. So that means after subtracting all the value, whatever the value that we will get, on that we need to calculate 5%. That too, considering that too after considering that commission is already subtracted. So this is how we will calculate it. See, the remaining amount that after subtracting that we have got is 33,200. Is that right? After
Yes,
subtracting all the expenses is 33,200. Now,
5% of it.
so what we'll do 33,200 into 5% divided by 105. Whenever question asks you to calculate commission after paying such commission, whenever you find this statement in the question, like in this question it was written that we will get a commission of 5% on profit after deduction of all expenses including such commission. So whenever it is written that we need to include such commission also, then we just simply cannot calculate 33,200 into 5%. In such a situation, we need to calculate the commission like this, 33,200 into 5 by 105. I hope this is clear to you.
Yes,
Whenever
sir.
question says that we need to include such commission also, then we do this. So 33,200 into 5% and divided by 105. Just a minute. This will, calculating it, we will get 1,581. 1,581. Okay. Now the remaining amount will be considered as the divisible profit, and this will be distributed among the partners. So we'll write down 2 divisible profit transferred to partner. Divisible profit will be just a minute, 33,200 minus 1,581. So this will be 31619. 31619, and we will distribute it among the parts X and Y in their profit sharing ratio. Right? You will be able to do this.
Yes,
31619 in the profit sharing ratio. So the profit sharing ratio was 3:1. That means 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. Into 3 divided by 4 will be 23714.25. And for the other partner, the remaining amount. All right, Evan. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
This is how the final P&L account will look like. Yes, this is the. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Done writing it, or you are still writing it?
Done, sir.
Done. After this, you need to prepare the capital account. Do you think you'll be able to prepare the capital account for this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do it. I'm waiting for you to finish. Just tell me the closing capital balance of the partner as per the partner capital. Right, Aman?
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting for you to finish. Just tell me whenever you are done. Done, Aman?
No, sir.
Anything that you are finding difficult?
No, sir.
Just quickly finish.
Sir, for A, I got 74714 and for B, 41286.
Okay, just a minute. Let me check. Is it the balance you are getting? 74714 41286.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, great. Well then, that is the correct answer. All right, Evan. So this is it. This is all about the capital account that we will discuss few more questions based on it. I'm giving you one question for your homework as well. Question number 26. Take the screenshot of this question, please.
Done, sir.
And just a minute. Uh, okay, also take the screenshot of this. Question 27 is much easier as compared to the 26. And I'm sure that you'll easily be able to complete this question. So 26 and 27, this is your homework. Done?
Yes, sir.
All right then. So this is it for today's class, Emma. We'll see you in